I can't say enough about our next guest. I mean, obviously, he's in the midst of. I wonder if he'll agree with me. I think it's been his best season as a pro, and he's coming out with us on Monday night. We're going to be at Chick-Fil-A Nottingham Square, 5198 Campbell Boulevard, and he has said, "I want to come meet everybody if you'll help us out with helping up mission and collecting toiletries." And underwear and things that we need for everybody. He is Ravens defensive tackle Michael Pierce, and he's back with us on GCR. Mike, it's Glenn. It's always good to see you, man. Thank you for taking the time for us.
Oh, no problem, man. No problem. I'm excited for Monday, and it's always a pleasure to hop on, brother.
Dude, first of all, I know the Ravens have been involved with Helping Up Mission for a long time. Have you been able to get out and see Helping Up Mission at any times they've gone out there for their coat drives?
Yeah. I think I did 2019. We had I think maybe it's 2018. We gave out turkeys there, and then Craig Singletary heads
Yep.
our coat drive down there. So yeah, I've been out a few times, man. It's a special place, and it's always a pleasure to be a part of giving back.
Dude, what you just said, it is truly a special place, and it is truly where people in our community go when it's time for them to change their lives. And they have one of the greatest success rates of any facility on the East Coast. And we've been doing everything in our power. And we used to raise coats, and then between us and the Ravens, they were like, "We have so many coats. Can we try?" What we don't have enough of is toiletries, and it's a more difficult ask, but I was trying to come up with ideas, and for you to chip in and say, dude, I'll come out there. I can't even begin to explain to you. And I know the type of person you are. I think you'd say, I'd like to call you a mensch if that's all right. And I know how much it means to you to do this type of stuff. Where did this come from for you? Like, who made you the type of person that you are as far as your concern for other humans and the way that you want to give back?
My parents, man, it's something that we've always done. My dad comes from a underprivileged family. I think he grew up in the house with seven or eight siblings, and his mother in like a two-bedroom home. So, I'm very humble beginnings. First to go to college in his family, and just kind of blossomed from there, man. And just been really good about serving our community. He became a pastor along with running the business. So, definitely my parents have just instilled that in me. Like I said, I've still have some family members who live in underprivileged situations, but I just vividly remember having my cousins and all those guys just looking up to my dad and
Man.
seeing where they were in life and just wanting to do better. And like I said, just giving back and knowing my family's history and knowing that we've been blessed in a major way. So anytime I can give back to the community, it's coming from that place.
Man, that's awesome. I'm so grateful for it. We can't wait for Monday night. But are you a Chick-fil-A? I know you got your wife's got you eating healthy. I know that like it's a whole different world. Are you even allowed to have anything when we're at Chick-fil-A on Monday nights?
Monday I can break the diet a little bit. Uh, I'm super big on them milkshakes, man.
Oh, dude, they're out of
I'm
control,
sure
aren't
my
they?
wife will be with me, and she likes all the other stuff.
Okay.
Um,
Okay. All right.
I'll take me a large strawberry milkshake, and I'll be happy.
All right. I love that, man. 5198 Campbell Boulevard, Chick-fil-A Nottingham Square, Monday night, 6 to 7:30. We're gonna be there. Mike, I said a sentence in that open. I said, I think this might be your best season as a pro, and you've had some damn good seasons. Are you ready to go there, or I know you're feeling
Uh,
good.
No, I don't know, man. I was off to a really good start in Minnesota. I think I had like 3 sacks in 8 games. So if I can pull off another two in the four we have left before the playoffs, I'll definitely be saying that that's up there, man. But now it's been a great year, man. Not only myself, but Justin Meta is just blowing our minds away. Trav is having a career year, even though he's younger. We just got a lot of guys just balling, man. So it's been a lot easier for me than in the past, just having so much help and just guys just playing very motivated and purpose driven football. Man, it's been awesome.
I know we are way past the 24-hour rule, but would you be willing to relive the punt return with me? Like, would you be
Oh yeah,
willing,
yeah,
dude?
certainly.
So I put Tyus on the spot. Can you describe as you're watching from the sideline, like, can you reenact what was going through your mind, how you were reacting, all of that?
Well, it'll be kind of easy because I was just in shock, man. Um, Yeah, I was just in shock, man. It was more so like when he caught the ball, you obviously when they're going up the sideline, you look for any flags. So, I'm literally probably like 10 yards away from where he caught the ball. So I'm just looking up at the screen. And I'm like, damn, excuse my language. There is nobody. Once he did that little spin move and got past two people, I was like, there's nobody. Is they gonna call this thing back? I didn't see any flags. Obviously he jumps in the end zone, man. People are running this way, people are running that way. Um, if you watch, you probably won't be able to see that cut on the film, but like I literally was just standing there like this. I think I hugged my trainer Mike and some of the support staff, man, and I just kind of jogged and just in just belief, man. It was an awesome play. Tyler, that's a I'm sure that's a career memory for him.
I was wondering, we've been talking about it all throughout the week. For that guy and everything he's been through, like
Yeah.
I've talked a lot, like with you and your journey to this point, and how the last couple of years have gone. But like he's been desperately trying to break through and has been through injuries and didn't know if he was even going to be on the team. You all know what everybody's going through. You all see it up close and personal. What did it mean to you guys to be able to celebrate that with him after everything he's been through?
Yeah, it's just, I mean, it's hard to put into words, man. You see how hard he works. I've probably heard him speak maybe less than 10 times, man.
Wow.
Very quiet dude, just about his business and just works so hard, man. And like I said, I know it was between him and Prochet and all that stuff during camp, and he ended up making the team. And I think they said he ended up like a few missed assignments that game.
Yep.
So just to see him make a career defining play, you only can hope that that sparks him to keep going and do other things. But no, man, I couldn't think of anybody else off the top of my head that really, really could use that to propel them forward. So man, we all super, super excited for him. I think he got like a Nickelodeon thing line and all that this week. So it's always great to see guys. I don't play in a spotlight position, but guys who work their tail off on special teams and all that stuff that's really, really behind the scenes get some spotlight, man. It's just awesome. So I'm super happy for him.
Michael Pierce is with us here on GCR. He's going to be with us Monday night at Chick-fil-A Nottingham Square. Michael, I wonder, knowing what you guys have starting Sunday, right? Like at Jacksonville, that is a tough, tough game. How much do you think it's helped to have been tested the way you were the last couple of games? The game before the bye, going down to the end of it, obviously this one, all the way to overtime. How much do you think it helped to be tested the way that you guys have to come through knowing what's ahead of you as you try to lock up that number one seat?
I think it plays a big role, man. Not just for this week, but for the next few weeks following, man. We got supposedly we had the toughest remaining schedule in the league. So going through, we'll just go back to Indy, dropping that at home late. Going through the situations we did with the Rams. We lost a game in Pittsburgh late. So all those things, even the wins, you can take those small little lessons. Our defensive coordinator gets to call different stuff in different situations, see what he likes, see what he doesn't like. So all those things I think play a role in not only playing, great teams like Jacksonville's really good, and then, supposedly the best team in the league, the 49ers, and then you go and who we have after that?
The Dolphins, yeah.
Offense with Tyreek
Yeah.
Hill. And now we got a gauntlet, man. It's something you look forward to, especially Sunday night, Monday night football, man. It's gonna be awesome. But I think for everybody, especially our coordinators, our D-line coaches, everybody, we've been in those pressure packed situations. We lost some and we won some. So building up to the playoffs, obviously, you never know what's gonna happen each and every Sunday. But I think our players, we did not panic, even though our defense didn't perform as well as we liked, especially down the stretch. Nobody panicked, man, and that's big time. But like I said, it's more so about execution now.
I know what you mean when you say we didn't, as defense play as well as we would have liked, right? Because even, I mean, my gosh, some games this year you barely allowed anything. So I understand what you mean by that. But knowing how difficult it is to win in the NFL against good teams, like how do you measure, sure, we'd love to be more perfect versus, hey, when they got the ball in overtime, we got the job done. Like we got the stop that we needed to get. Like how do you measure I just wonder what that's like, that conversation. Is it disappointment? Is it, dude, if we don't play better, we're not going to beat these teams? Or is it, hey, that is winning football. Like even if it's not perfect, that's winning football what we did.
Right. I think you kind of both really. So
Yeah.
especially our first half performance, everybody was really, really pissed off. I don't use bye as an excuse and none of that crap, man. We just did not play outstanding football, especially in the first half. And then, we let up a couple drives. But I think all in all, you kind of take, like I said, a grain of salt from each game and each different situation. If you make it to the Super Bowl, you just made it to the Super Bowl. Who cares how you actually made it there, right? But no, you definitely don't plan to have those performances where you give up 30 points. You do everything to prevent those games, but sometimes, you run into a great team like the 49ers, that could be a shootout. Dolphins, that could be a shootout. You definitely take pride in getting those stops late in games, but you try to minimize each and every time so you don't even have to get to that, if you will. So you take pride in the things that you do well, but also you definitely acknowledge and over prepare on the things that they found, holes in your defense or whatever the case may be, matchups. You definitely try to screw those things down as tight as possible. But like I said, man, when it gets down to the playoffs and those type of things, if it's a shootout, it's a shootout. As long as we win, it's great. And like I said, you can learn from the small stuff. But no, you definitely acknowledge those things that you did not do well and drill those going into the next game.
All right, so the Ravens shared a video this week from their Wired segment of you guys watching Lamar Jackson on the one play where he just was in the pocket for like an hour and then decided finally to take off. And your reaction is just so wonderful because like you've seen this enough. Like it's not new, obviously, but still the way that we all react every time we're reminded like this dude is just different. You still get those feelings when you watch him play.
Yeah, no, man. That stuff just never. I mean, people make their quote unquote routine plays. Those plays, however routine they may be for him, it's still like, especially as a defensive lineman, like Aaron Donald
Mm-hmm.
is out there trying to take this man's head off. Like the people, it's just yeah, it's just a special dude, man. So anytime you see those plays where, you know, nobody else can really make those plays. You
Yep.
acknowledge as a defensive lineman that this dude stands back here long enough. JD Clown is somebody, let alone a Hall of Famer Aaron Donald or somebody like that is on the other side. Something is gonna happen to this quarterback. So man, anytime you see those plays, like I said, they may happen once or twice in somebody's career somewhere else. This happens, 6, 7, 8 times a year
Yep.
for us. So now, man, you just celebrate that greatness, man. And it certainly is shocking, man. Like it's yeah, you can be at a loss for words pretty easily, even though, like I said, we live with this dude, we practice with this dude, we see this crap 8, 9 different times. And so it just never ceases to amaze you.
I think it's cool. I think it's cool that you still react like that every time, the same way that we do. Obviously Sunday's Jacksonville. I know, weren't part of it last year. Unfortunately, you weren't on the field. But has it been a topic of conversation this week? Like that was brutal what happened down there last year. Like or does I don't maybe you guys, I know there's a lot of like new year, new team type of stuff that works within football. Like do you ignore it entirely or does it get talked about during the course of this
No, no,
week?
no. That certainly was brought up. I think,
Yeah.
yeah, the first meeting Hars brought up in the team meeting, and then Mike brought up like 2 or 3 times, and I think Coach Weaves has also just anytime somebody like, you remember what happened in Jacksonville. So no, man, there's something, like I said, we take each and every game personal. I'm assuming everybody does, but no, that has been brought up more times than I like to count. So no, we have not forgotten for
Gotta make
certain.
sure. Gotta make sure it doesn't happen again. There's no doubt about that. Michael Pierce, Monday night. I hope you know from the bottom of my heart and everybody that's involved with us and everybody at Helping Up Mission. I can't tell you how much it means that you're stepping up and doing this, and so many folks excited to come out and meet you on Monday. And we need toiletries, we need deodorant, we need toothpaste, we need shampoo, we need all that. We need razors. We need you to go over and buy just packs of Hanes or Fruit of the Loom and bring them over. That's what these folks need. These are people that have nothing, that are coming in off the street, and they need the basic needs to try to get through. So please, what we're asking for is you either run over to Target, Walmart, something like that, buy $25 worth of that stuff and bring it over with you, or if you don't have time for it, You can make a cash donation as soon as we finish up. We're wandering over to Target ourselves to spend all of that money on all those toiletries and underwear and things like that we need. So please come out with that on Monday night. Michael Pierce, God bless you, man. It truly means the world.
Thank you, man. I will be making a donation myself. So
Oh, you
super,
are.
super excited. And see you guys on Monday. And like I said, it's always for a greater cause. So looking forward to it, brother.